Hey, welcome to your Taurus horoscopes for the week of October 8th through the 14th. And I've got some good news. That square that Uranus and Jupiter have been in with Venus is officially ending this week. We'll still have it for the first couple of days of the week, but by Tuesday it is gone. Venus has moved out of the way, and we don't have that challenge anymore, period, which is really nice. In fact, we don't really have any challenges. Uranus and Jupiter not lining up in any challenges with any other planets. Let's just take a moment to take a deep breath and breathe a sigh of relief, because that has been a bit difficult and it has been holding you back in some way, shape, or form. To have that just sort of like, it's almost like trying to move forward when you got a band-aid, or not a band-aid, a rubber band around your waist, and it finally snaps and you can move. Hopefully you don't fall flat on your face, because that could happen too. So try not to do that. That's not good. For those couple of days, Jupiter and Uranus move into, or I should say, continue to be in a square with Venus, and the moon actually moves into conjunction with Venus. So this makes it kind of a double whammy around Monday for sure. With Jupiter and Uranus focused on those you love, and Venus and the moon focused on your long-term financial goals, it does kind of seem like those people that you love are actually getting in the way of you being able to achieve those financial goals. Either their needs are plenty right now. This situation comes up a lot, actually, with a lot of people that I talk to, in terms of not wanting to say no to people that they love. And unfortunately, what that tends to turn into sometimes is those people that love you or that you love start to take advantage of that. And the moon, and kind of sort of winding up in this situation, really amplifies it emotionally, which could mean that you just get to the end of your rope. Like, that's it. I cannot do this for you anymore. You're going to have to do this on your own. I can't help you. And it always winds up in a fight. There's never any way to avoid it. But if you haven't been laying down boundaries on a person like that before, it's time to start. And it's never an easy thing. Nobody likes boundaries, especially when you've just been handing it to them all this time. So there's always a fight, but in the end, you start to lessen this person sort of leeching off of you, if that makes sense. And there's various different levels of leeching. Not all leeching is the same, obviously, but you just want to take yourself out of that situation to protect your own investments. I mean, you work hard, you don't necessarily do that to give it to everybody else, if that makes sense. But that's over with on Monday. So it comes to a head, and then it sort of quiets down for a bit, which is really good. We still have that grand sextile between Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune, and that's not going away anytime soon. All planets are still retrograde. Pluto's focus is on the past, while Neptune's focus is on the mind and how the mind works. And what's interesting about this lineup right now is that Neptune is all about intuition, and Neptune being retrograde sort of amplifies that intuition. So it really is a reminder that a head full of a whole bunch of nonsense is really blocking intuition. A lot of intuition comes through your first thought process. And if you're overthinking everything and trying to overanalyze everything and mentally hold everything together, you really are blocking your intuition, and that makes things a lot difficult for sure. We have the moon moving around this week and moving into some interesting different things. For instance, Jupiter and Uranus moving into a trine with the moon. By the time we get to Wednesday, the moon's focus is on long-term goals. Now, those that we love are helping us with our long-term goals. Of course, most of us know more than just one person. So, I mean, it could be the person that we were talking about earlier in the week, or it could be a reminder that you're not surrounded by just people who are trying to use you. You're surrounded by a lot of different people. And a lot of those people can be really helpful in terms of achieving your long-term goals. Then as we get into Thursday, that trine becomes the grand trine as the moon moves into a trine with Pluto. And Pluto is really reminding you that in terms of your long-term goals, things that you've done in the past, they've worked before. Why not try them again? Just because it was something you did before doesn't mean you should discount it. In the same way that you shouldn't always use tactics that you've always used either. Everything is all about balance and reminding ourselves that we don't have to live in the extreme, which is technically what human beings sort of like to do, if that makes sense. So lots of really good stuff actually taking place, lots of really good stuff happening. We also have Jupiter moving into a trine with Venus by the end of the week. So, and that's actually something that's going to continue here for the next few weeks at least. It's definitely a much better use of Venus's energy, especially with Venus being your ruling planet. Jupiter again continues to be focused on those you love, with Venus's creativity in your long-term goals. So this is also seeing those people that can be helpful to you step in to really amplify your creativity a bit, even in some ways, in surprising ways, if that makes sense, because there are many instances where creativity comes out of people that you would not expect creativity to come out of. It just sort of happens, and it's just one of those, it's the right time in the right moment, the planets are lined up, everything works, and so it's magic. You've gone several weeks with these obstacles in front of you in terms of your long-term goals. Now it seems like you're moving full speed ahead and you've got all the help you need to be able to do it. So you've cleared the challenges, you've cleared the space, you have learned the lesson instead of resisting the lesson. Now it's time to move forward and see what kind of magic you guys really can make. And I know that you can make it too. So that's what I have for you guys this week. I know it's a lot. If you love your horoscopes, do click the link in the description and send me a coffee. I would really appreciate that. By the way, coffee is my donation link for tips and such. If you're listening rather than viewing, that's ko-fi.com/heavy metal psychic. Of course, check out heavymetalpsychic.com also. It is currently under the construction, so keep looking because it's literally just going to change overnight and it's going to be so awesome. I'm so looking forward to seeing what it looks like. I'm Melissa Bruce, Heavy Metal Psychic. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, you guys go get it. Go get it. It's all right there waiting for you to just grab it. I'm so excited for you guys. Make it a good one, and I will see you guys next week.